Well, I'm tired. I'm just sort of flodged in this chair in my hotel room. I'm looking all sweaty and I've got bright pink hair. But it's all good. I'm in London. I am here because I've been at DM Lab. DM Lab is Drake Music's monthly get-together where technologists meet disabled musicians to explore bespoke solutions to access barriers. DM Lab has an important part in my career history. It's where Kelly Snook of Memu first met Gowan, then of Drake Music, to discuss the idea of Drake Music ultimately taking on a pair of gloves, which, as you know, they gave to me. And the rest is history. But tonight was a chance to go back and perform. Mostly it's about hacking and developing new technologies. Some really cool inventions that come straight out of Drake Music, as well as some really interesting developments from people associated with Drake Music. It's a really exciting time to be at DM Lab. Recently, Drake Music was awarded a grant from Arts Council England to develop what will be the world's first accessible musical instrument library. As far as we know, there's nowhere in the world where you can just try out accessible instruments. And that's a really big, significant barrier. When I first started out, there was nowhere to go with this stuff, and I had access to iPads, but there wasn't a place where new technologies could be explored. Drake Music was really just exploring the idea of artistic development when I first went to them asking for help. But now it seems like DM is in a really good position to build that collection of instruments that would allow any disabled musician to come along and try out a world of different things. As much as I love the Memu gloves, there will be people for whom that they might not want to play Memu gloves. There are lots of other exciting accessible technologies, so it's been really nice to meet some new people and see all the cool technology that Drake's talking about at the moment. There's some really interesting developments, and obviously this library is going to be such a big deal in the sector. And it's always good to tell my story about how Drake Music has given me, well, there's no point sugarcoating. Like, they gave me a career. Literally, I had nothing. I wasn't going to be able to do anything without Drake Music. And that story is really important because that was a very fragile kind of experimental thing that we did. I was just trying out the gloves, and my whole career has completely changed as a result of that. We want to get across the idea that Drake Music is in a position to do that again and again, hopefully. And that's where the funding is going to be massively helpful, because it's going to allow this library of instruments to be built. People need to be able to try out new instruments, and a lot of these things are very bespoke, they're very expensive, and it would be really difficult. It's not the sort of thing that you can just you're not going to get this kind of technology out of the Argos catalogue, are you? If you wanted to learn a violin, you could just get a cheap one from the catalogue. A guitar, anyone can grab a guitar. You can get a guitar in Toys R Us. But if you want to play something and you have access barriers, then that process is still not really accessible. So this is this is really significant. It's been a really exhausting day, actually, because I was in Coventry doing a schools project, also with Drake Music. So I've been working with young people in a school in Coventry. That's really amazing and really rewarding. I think I'll do another video to talk about what I do with Drake Music in that other capacity. But yeah, the headline to all of this is that I'm really exhausted, actually. 2 big projects, juggling them both. 3 hours apart on the motorway. I'm quite tired, so I'm going to go to bed. But as always, thank you for tuning in. Please, if you don't already, subscribe. It really helps me kind of get the word out, and this hopefully is useful. But for now, arigato.